Hello folks, this is Dave. I've passed 1 year of being on YouTube making sports card videos. I am now eligible, evidently, to vote for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And I'm happy to do that and to tell you who I think is deserving for that. My first vote, and this is in order, I think, here, is Chris Sewell, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, in that order. He just does things in his channel that are things that most of the rest of us don't do. He has such a wealth of knowledge. He's approaching 70,000 subs. He's just good at what he does. Comes across really directly. I'm actually a really good friend of his. I met him at the Chantilly Sports Card Show last year. I bought like $3 worth of cards off of him and bought some of his consignment cards at a card shop in Silver Springs, Maryland. No, actually, we're not good friends. But those other things are true. He definitely belongs in the Sports Card Hall of Fame, in my opinion. And these others are not necessarily in any order. Next, I have Jock Wax Hero, Mike. He does also things that a lot of the rest of us don't do, brings us a lot of news, some interesting stories, kind of addresses things in the hobby. So I appreciate Mike. The next one is A Collector's Dream, Orlando. His card collection is amazing. Such a nice guy, and it's a pleasure to look at his stuff and see his videos. My next one is Double D Vintage Cards. Dylan. I think Dylan is like the Nick Swisher of the sports card community. Such high energy, such passion, and cares and loves for his collection and the community. So I'm voting for Dylan. Sammy Thunder, his channel. Sammy does a lot of sports card hobby shows and shows us those things, has a great collection. Appreciate Sammy and what he does. He also gave me the recommendation for the sports card shop in in Maryland, and so I appreciate Sammy. Next one I'm voting for is Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. He's also in the Seattle area and is a Mariner fan, as am I. So I'm voting for Eddie. Love his channel. He brings a lot of interesting things in. He has really good humor in his videos typically as well, and is a good supporter of the rest of us in the community. Next, I'm voting for Shane at Shoebox Legends. That's easy for you to say. Shoebox Legends. Shane is a good member of our community. What I like about his channel is he shows a lot of autograph cards. He's been doing recently buybacks of older cards that then get the gold stamp on them. I think that's really interesting. And he also is into the Negro League cards and players, and it's something I have a great passion for as well. My next vote is for Vintage Card Steve. Steve's actually been at it for several years now. Steve does Hobby Talk, where he kind of talks about the hobby, gives us his opinion on things. Also, the one thing I like about his channel as well is he does player shout-outs, and the shout-outs he does is not necessarily for Hall of Fame and super great players, but he does the Hall of Very Good or the Hall of Good type players. And I just love to hear about and see card runs of players that are really not on anybody else's radar except for Steve. I'm also voting for the Card Closet, Eric there. Eric does modern to vintage. He also has pre-award collection. He's got a great following, and he's approaching 1,000 subs. He's a nice guy and is supportive of other people's channel, and I really appreciate that about Eric. My last vote is for somebody that I was surprised had been in the community for such a long time, and that's T-Sean Shannon. He does baseball card theater. He's been at it for 14 years, making videos for that long, usually about monthly or so on average. But he has got such a great sense of humor. I would say his channel is more about the humor in cards, making the cards tell a story. He has a series that he calls Painted on Hats. Kind of a funny guy. Love it. Love the channel, and always look forward to a new video. Anyway, that's my ballot, and hope to see yours out there too. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. Here.